Hey guys, welcome back to Zielonka. We are just doing the headland. I say that, I'm about to hit a tree I think, on our last potato field. Right, that we did just get through there. So that we can finish this off as we said, and then we're going to go up and down pretty quickly. Hopefully we'll close this close this field out quickly. I do intend to put these potatoes in at the soup factory so that we can keep the soup going. The potato chips are just going to have to be a bonus crop, a bonus production. As much as it, in theory, it says it can eat up a lot of potatoes. Actually, I don't think you really get a lot of crisps out of it at the end. So maybe my maths is off, or it's not quite working as I thought it would do. But yeah, I'm going to focus on. I'm going to make sure that I keep the soup factory optimised. I think that's the best way to put it. Right, let's go back again. These trees, they're a bit of a pain. They look nice, but they really are in the wrong place. Maybe over the winter I'll take them down. I've got the same problem with the trees in the yard actually. Again, they look nice, but then it makes it difficult to put any sheds in. And I was just looking at putting sheds in. We're now starting to get quite a lot of our own implements. We're increasing the size of the fleet. I really should start putting some shelter in for the stuff so that it doesn't get wet and rusty when it's not being used. Right, let's lift the header up. Let's manoeuvre so we can go down this edge. And then I can collect the potatoes on the way down that are in there. Right. So let's start, and then we'll get the helper on it, because obviously I'm going to have to run the tractor and the trailer. I have got to say, I am having a fantastic time on this map. I know it's slow going in terms of it takes a while to harvest these crops, but actually if you blend in the other stuff a bit here and a bit there, it's really nice. Genuinely, I'm really enjoying this map, the different equipment, mixing it up. The land prices are cheap enough that you can start to make progress fairly quickly. In fact, last night, once we finished the episode, I noticed that the wheat in the field, I want to say 51, near us, in between some of our fields, hadn't been harvested. And I just sold some of our soup, which is why I've got over 300,000 in the account. And this field was going at £27,000, and it's in the middle of all of our fields. So I thought, look, if I buy it, I know I don't really want the wheat, but guess what? If I sell the wheat I get in December at the best price, that's probably going to pay for the field. Now, as it turns out, the field cost 27,000, but I think I've got about just over 23,000 litres of wheat in my silo. So if I can get just over £1,000, that almost pays for the field. And then the next crop on it is 100% profit, aside from depreciation and maintenance costs of our equipment, right? So we've got an extra field for sowing in the spring, pretty much for free. and it didn't take too long just to run it up and down there. I also did another little contract that was right by the oil mill. There was some sorghum in there. Again, it's across the road from where we were, so it kind of made sense to do it. I didn't have to spend time driving across the map. It was £900 plus a couple of £100 for extra crops, so I got £1,000 for nothing. So I did that last night, and then this morning, once we've slept, I picked up 2 fertilising contracts and a ploughing contract. Nice and simple. So I quickly took the older class, because I'm going to exchange that, I think. I'm trying to rack up the hours on the older class. I took the older class to do those, and now he's doing the ploughing up here. In fact, in the time we've been talking, he's done half of field 82. So if I scroll down to the contracts, again, look, to just over, well, £4,000 basically for basically 5 minutes of fertilising, and then we'll have £2,000. So that should help. All these contracts should help pay for the AI helpers that we need when harvesting. Yeah, so look, he is doing a great job. I'm assuming it's a he. It looks a bit porky in there. Yeah, look, he's got a beard. So he's doing a great job. Let us take over here. Lower, turn on. Let's rock and roll. Yeah, so I'm going to drive up to the other end. I'm going to turn around. I'm hoping I get to the other end before I get to 80% or 90%. We'll put the helper on. Then we'll empty it out as we drive along, and then we'll just rinse and repeat as we get across the field. Yeah, there we are. We'll speak soon. Hi guys, welcome back. As you can see, we've nearly finished this field. I've lost count of how many trailerfuls we've taken to the soup factory. What I have done is got the parsnip carrot harvester ready on one of our fields, so as soon as we've emptied these potatoes out, we can go and start harvesting our parsnips. It's nearly 11 o'clock in game, and we've got 3 parsnip fields to harvest, and I think even the beetroot are ready for harvesting as well. When I went past them, I could see yellow tips on the leaves. I've not looked at the map, but I'm assuming they're also ready, but I don't think we're going to get around to getting those, if I'm honest. So let's just finish off here. I'm hoping between... Where's he going? There is literally nowhere for him to harvest, so he can stop. I'm hoping between this larger tractor and trailer, and then the small little class trailer, that's going to be enough for us to keep the parsnip harvester going non-stop. If I use the AI helper page where you send them to the soup factory on a return delivery, although they tend to hit the signpost up there opposite the carrot silo, they seem to take a shortcut through the shop car park and then they hit that telegraph pole. But we'll see if that continues again. Right, let's get the potatoes in. And then I may think about upgrading the tractor with the 60 hours on it to an 800 series, and then getting a larger trailer. Having the larger tractor will enable me to have a larger cultivator. Right, well, how many potatoes have we now got in here? 283, so that'll hopefully be enough to keep us going for the full year. 286. It'll be just over 200. That should keep us going. If you think the carrots, I think they maxed out at 450 or 420. And we haven't topped up the carrots since last year, so I suspect we've got enough potatoes to keep us going. What do you get if you mix a carrot and a potato? Well, it sounds like you get parrots. Right, let's get this guy up and we can start harvesting parsnips. We won't sell any crisps for a while. I think I'm sure I looked, and the best time to sell crisps was December or January. So we'll just leave those to build. Wow, what happened there? I don't normally get a problem with a curb. Wow. That's the first. Right, so if we pop up behind the Fiat, and if we hire a worker, we can start our parsnips. Fantastic. So the green field to our left, field 50. What's going on? The one we're working on, and then the one just in front of us are our 3 parsnip fields. So they're quite sizable. I'm hoping we'll fill up the soup factory, and then we will be able to put any leftovers in the preserves factory. But let's see how we go. Right, I'm going to get on with this. I'll speak to you guys in a bit. Hey guys, welcome back. We're literally just finishing off the last row here on field 52. You can see I've got the other class over on the left hand side with the carrot trailer. He's just been to the soup factory, emptied a load. So I've got 2 tractors and trailers on the go while we get harvesting. I just send the AI to the soup factory, empty, and then I bring it back. It takes quite a bit of time to harvest, so that's what I get the AI to do. I can't do anything else with them. So what we're going to do here is, once that's finished emptying into the trailer, Right, I'm going to go over here and line myself up so that we can then start on field 53. So if I come round here, tab round, here we go. It's lower. Right. Let's get a helper. And we can go jump back in the class. And whoa. And off we go. Actually, when we get to the bottom, what we can do is look to see how many parsnips are in the soup factory. What I might do is start sending some up to the preserves production. So let's get down the bottom here. It's taking quite a bit of time. It's already 12:40 in game. So I'm not going to finish this field till mid to late afternoon. So right, come on. It's now lunchtime actually, there might be more contracts for us to do, just to break this up. Okay, let's go to the menu. Right, no more contracts. There we are, parsnips. We've pretty much filled up the factory. So I do think from now on we're going to send these to the preserves production. Again, if we look at the carrots, that was full last year and we've only gone down to 345. So we should send these up to the preserves and then we can start getting another production going. Or another product out of that production building rather than just the carrots. I want to see actually if this Fiat slows down going up the hill. Not really. Maybe a little bit, not much. Deciding whether to replace the Fiat with something slightly more powerful. I know technically you only need 160 or something to pull this harvester. I'm also debating whether to get the big one for next year, but that costs so much money. It's beyond ridiculous. And I looked at the lease. I thought about selling this harvester and then leasing the big one, but the lease costs are ridiculous. It's like £12,000 an hour. An hour. I've been doing this for 3 hours so far. So by the time I've done this field, you're looking at 6 hours. And then I've got the other field. So you've got another 9 hours. By the time I've done all of my harvesting each year, I've spent enough on leasing to buy the thing. But then you've got to have 600 grand just there ready to... How much is it? 637,000. It's crazy. And if you click in it and then you go to lease, you've got the base of 12,700 per day. So if you're doing... Where are we? We're September, October, November. So you've got 3 days. So that's over 19,000 basically on top of the 12,700. And then you've got the per workout. which is the most expensive bit. It's crazy. So yeah, leasing clearly was not an option, because it's not like you even make loads of money out of the root crops either. So if I have the money, I might buy it next year, just so we can use another bit of the equipment that came with a premium pack. But yeah, I did consider it this time around, but as you can see, I've only got 300,000. I didn't want to get a 300,000 loan just to get that. And as you can see right now, I'm trying to refrain from upgrading tractors and trailers until I've got enough money, more or less. You know, if I'm loaning for a super short period of time. Right, so I'm tempted to buy that sorghum field, and then I've got that for next year, but I'm holding off. I've already bought one field, and I know I'm going to buy another field that's already got canola sown in it before the harvest next year. So it's already got 2 fields of growth year on year, and I'm sure I'll buy another one. Right, there we go. So I'm going to crack on with this field, and then I'll I've hit the fear. I'll crack on with this field, and I'll come back to you guys when we're finished. Welcome back, guys. We're here finishing off field 53. Just got the last 2 rows to do. I'm hoping I will get all of this in the trailer. We're at 81%. Yeah, we should do. I have done the last load to the preserves production with the other class and trailer. So when I sent it back, I sent it back to the yard, dropped off the trailer, and then picked up the subsoiler. So you can probably see that down on the map. It's maybe a third of the way through field 52. So just so we do something different on the episode, I am going to do the subsoiling after we have emptied out these parsnips at the production. I'm hoping it won't take us too long to finish this off. I didn't quite gauge that right. I need to be over a little bit more. There we are. Right. Now we need to just get up the top before that class with the subsoiler comes. Otherwise we're going to have a little crash. I had one earlier. I thought I was being clever getting one started while the other one was going, but they're a bit too close for comfort sometimes. In fact, I think that's what's going to happen here. You're going to witness a crash, which will be a little bit frustrating. Right, when we're done on here, we'll go back and finish that. Like I said, that was the plan anyway. So there we go. That's this field finished. We are at do we get 92%? Yes, we do. Right, so we are going to send deliver to there, not looping, start the job. Right. We can now get on with some subsoiling. Oh look, we missed a little bit there. Right. Let's finish off that last little bit and then we can turn around. Yep, so I'm going to do this for a bit. I'm going to do the 2 fields we've just harvested, I think. And then we'll go from there. I think I said it, if not earlier this episode, certainly on the last episode. This map's really coming into its own now. I know when we harvest the root crops it actually takes a lot of time. But the map is nice. Using the equipment, everything is nice. You know, I'm waiting for the money to come in from the different productions. So you're making incremental steps on a regular basis. The fields do not cost a lot. So, you know, you can quickly, like I did with the field to our right, you know, you can buy a crop on it and that will pretty much pay for itself. And that was wheat without the straw. So, because I didn't want to harvest the straw, if I had done that, then I definitely would have got my money back. So if you, it's not that costly to expand, as long as you got the cash in hand to make that transaction. The expensive bit's really the productions, because they cost a lot up front. But I'm enjoying it a lot. I do need to think about the yard. It's not flat once you get off the concrete that's there. So I need to think about using small sheds, and then I'm going to have to do landscaping. And the landscaping costs money that, if I'm honest, I want to use for buying slightly bigger equipment. I want a bigger plough, and I want a bigger cultivator. All of which mean I need a bigger tractor. And this is the tractor I'm going to hand in. You know, it's got nearly 63 hours on it, which by farm sim standards is a lot of hours. I'd hate to imagine how little this is worth now. And I'm thinking when I do the potatoes, I'm going to get with that, once I've got that bigger tractor, I can get the 6-metre planter, because that was quite expensive to start off with, but hopefully I'll have the money so I can get the planting done in double quick time. So that's something I'm looking forward to. Again, something different. You know, I haven't used a 6-metre planter before. Yeah, there's lots of new equipment on here. It's fantastic. It's just at harvest time, when you're doing root crops, there are some hard yards when you're creating videos. But I don't mind. It's quite relaxing. Right, I'm going to come back to you guys a bit later when I'm halfway through or when I've finished field 53. Okay guys, here we are, we're back. We are just finishing off subsoiling field 53. 52 is done over there on the left, so that is fantastic. We've still got the parsnips in front of us, 2 fields in front to harvest. But I think we'll do those next time. But I think that's it for this episode. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.